The NBA is horrified of this as a new shocking report reveals that 2 championship caliber players might be on the trade market as soon as this coming offseason. We're going to talk about the reports, who these players are, and if ultimately these are guys that the Lakers should target and how they can make it happen. And welcome to Lakers Digest here, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff, and we cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. If you are new to the channel, we appreciate the love and support. But with that being said, guys, 80% of you guys watching our content are not subscribed. What are you doing? 80% watching the content are not subscribed. So if that is you and you are watching, stop what you're doing right now. Hit that subscribe button before we get into today's video, because this one, guys, is a juicy one that is going to ruffle some feathers because a new owner, a new roster. No, I'm not talking about the Los Angeles Lakers here. I'm talking about the crosstown rival all the way out there in Beantown, the Boston Celtics. This is the report that is currently out there. Jake Fisher saying, a reporter who covers the NBA, a pretty well-known name, saying, quote, "People around the league believe the Celtics will eventually have to trade someone with Kristaps Porzingis and Jrue Holiday as names to watch," and quote, "They're going to have to trade some guys at some point." One team capologist told the Steinline the 2 major salaries that league figures are monitoring in possible future trades are those 2 guys right there, which may come as a shock to a lot of people, and even myself included as well, because look, this Boston team just won a championship. They have a very good chance to win another championship, but look, they just got a new owner, right? They just sold the team. It's a new ownership. They might want to rearrange the furniture a little bit. The Boston Celtics have one of the most expensive payrolls in the entire NBA, and this could be a team also, too, that if they end up falling short this season, right, if they end up not being good enough to beat a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers, maybe, I don't know, the Knicks get healthier and Jalen Brunson can take them down in the second round or something like that. Who knows? Maybe it's going to come down to the Celtics wanting to change things up and to really further their I guess, careers of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. These are 2 star players. Brad Stevens, he has been, as an executive front office member, a pretty aggressive general manager who's not afraid to make these, moves that are going to hurt Boston fans' feelings, like trading guys like Marcus Smart and trading guys like Robert Williams away, if that means winning a championship. And guys who have now become in the good graces of Celtic fans now could potentially be on the move. And you're wondering, all right, Hunter, these are 2 really good players, helped to win a championship. Why would they even be available? Well, here's why. Because the grass is golder, and so the Lakers have a chance to ultimately capitalize on this specific reason here. And here is why. Look at the contracts that these guys are owed. This is Jrue Holiday's contract right here, currently making $30 million. That's not quite bad, but look at the age on your screen here as well. As at the end on a player option deal, he will be making $37 million at 37 years old. Who knows what Jrue Holiday is going to be worth at that time? If you don't think that's bad, well, look at his current, what he's, playing at this year. Only really averaging, 11 points per game. The shooting numbers are not nearly as good. We know defensively, this dude is absolute nails. I think he might even be a Hall of Famer because of what he does defensively and some of the accolades he has. This guy could potentially be in the Hall of Fame for the 2-way play of his career. But with that being said, offensively, he's kind of faded away. Now you kind of wonder, is it the age? Is he getting worse? Or is it his role? As, of course, they have a lot of other ball handlers and scorers on this team. He's clearly the 5th option, again, to be averaging what he averages and to match up with his age and his salary cap. Jrue Holiday could be a guy who's a cap casualty and somebody who ultimately gets moved as soon as this offseason. They have somebody also like Derek White, who's a very similar, albeit younger player than Jrue Holiday. And then let's also look at what Kristaps Porzingis is making here as well, because he is going to be a free agent as soon as 2 off seasons from now, right? He's going to be on an expiring $30 million deal. The Celtics are going to have to make a decision. Do they want to extend him or do they want to trade him? Because he's going to be 30 years old. Now would be the time to make this decision this offseason on Porzingis. They did win the NBA championship despite him missing a lot of that NBA playoff run. So this is a team that can win without him, although when they do have him, it definitely adds a whole different dimension to the Celtics. And I think trading a guy like him would actually really change the way that they actually play as well, right? Because him and Al Horford are like these stretch fives that shoot a whole lot of threes. Would they continue to play that way? Or maybe they get more of a bruiser inside that's a little bit different and a more durable version of Porzingis, because he's someone who's had a ton of injury history, especially here with the Boston Celtics. But look, I'm talking about the Celtics a lot here, guys. You probably don't want to hear it. How the hell does this relate to the Lakers? Because can the Lakers actually pull off this move? And this is something, like I said, is the grass golder, not greener? Is it golder in Los Angeles? Is that ultimately going to be what the Lakers want to do? All right, so first thing, guys, this is not NBA 2K. We have to make, look at the salaries here and see if this is something that actually can be pulled off, because this is what the Lakers payroll looks like. I like this angle more. This is what the Lakers payroll looks like right now, right? LeBron James, yes, he's got the expiring deal, right? He's got the 1-and-1 option. He'll probably keep signing the 1-and-1 deals like he's been doing with the Lakers, assuming he's back next season. And maybe he'll take less money to open up some cap space to move those to get a guy like Jrue Holiday or Kristaps Porzingis. Luka Doncic, he's under contract. Hachimura is on an expiring deal. Dorian Finney-Smith could be, a sign-and-trade guy if they want, although I'm sure they would want to keep him. Austin Reaves still on a very team-friendly deal, so that ultimately does help them. And then guys like Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, all of them also on expiring deals. We also know that the Lakers already, flirted with the idea of trading a guy like Dalton Knecht. So, I guess no players necessarily off the table for the Los Angeles Lakers. And also, I should be remiss too to show you what Porzingis has been doing for the Celtics this year when he has been on the court. In 38 games, not a lot, guys, but when he's been on the court, the dude's shooting, almost 50% from the field, 40% from three, 80% from the line, 19 points. The blocks, like everything about him is really good. But I think the Lakers could potentially get a guy like Porzingis for the cheap because he's on an expiring deal. The Celtics don't really have a lot of leeway with him in terms of the durability concerns and the contract issues. I personally think, if you're asking me, I don't think these trades happen because it is the Celtics. They're not going to want to do the Lakers any favors. But look, the Lakers pay up for these guys. They'll move them, right? I think that this, while you look at the rivalry, yes, they don't want to help out the Lakers. It's going to piss off Celtic fans. With that being said, though, this is a team on the Western Conference. They only play each other twice a year, unless they play each other more in the NBA Finals. So, yes, you're making a deal with the devil. I get that. It's extremely rare. I don't even know the last time these two teams ever made a trade. It might not even happen. But with that being said, maybe it's I scratch your back, you scratch mine. I don't know if Porzingis, just because him and Luka, I don't think that experiment didn't work in Dallas. So I don't think they necessarily would go for that for the Lakers. But Jrue Holiday makes a whole lot of sense. The dude played at UCLA. He's from California. Laker fans, LA fans, sports fans love him. This is a glue guy. He fits a lot of defensive issues. And someone who does not need the ball in his hands and brings a championship pedigree and intensity, especially on the defensive end of the floor, that any single team would want, including the Lakers. Well, let me know down below in the comments, guys. What do you think of these rumors? You think the Celtics make a move? More specifically, since we are Lakers Digest, do you think the Lakers should try to pursue a move, and how realistic do you think? I want to hear you guys' 2 cents on here, and I'm going to say this one more time for the people in the back here. Make the quiet thing said out loud, as I say it out loud all the time. 80% of you guys watching the content, not 80% of YouTube, 80% of you guys watching our videos, 4 out of 5 of you watching this video right now are not subscribed. You want to keep up with everything up to date surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers, whether it's rumors, reports like this, as well as game coverage. And look, we're almost getting in the playoffs, guys. We're definitely going to be covering the playoffs as the Lakers have clinched at least a playoff spot, and hopefully they can clinch, not having to play into the play-in tournament. Hopefully they do all that. Either way, we'll keep you all up to date here with everything surrounding your Lakers here on Lakers Digest.